All right, today we're gonna go over the third blitz from the big nickel over G that you need to learn. I went over the SS Blitz 2, the SS Blitz 3, but today I'm gonna show you guys the man variant. Before we get into it, drop a like, subscribe, become members. Full scheme breakdowns are in the members area. Now, people are asking me, I need to drop some gameplay. I'm gonna drop some gameplay with the big nickel over G, but it's probably gonna be in regs because I'm taking a break from Ultimate Team, man. I might just give up on Ultimate Team because here's why. 40 plus Super Bowls in, buying the weekly coin packs, and I still feel like I'm behind. Does that make any sense? Feels like you're always behind in Ultimate Team, man. It is a grind in itself, and playing season after season, every day after season, it takes a toll on you, bro. So shout out to anyone that can stay grinding that mode, because I think I'm already done for the year, man. It's just, I have nothing else to prove unless I win MCS, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. That's a young man's game. But as far as winning Super Bowls, I conquered that. Mud champions, that's conquering some of the best players. I don't know. I'm going to still think about it. Big nickel over G is in the Indianapolis Colts defensive playbook. Remember that everything that I use on my channel will be in gameplay, so I will provide the gameplay for this probably tomorrow. All right, so I might drop in, and I need to know who the regs team is. Now, as far as the personnel, we want to make sure we put safeties in there. Unless our linebackers have the speed, like right here, we don't know who the speed guy is. So let me come over here to coaching. We'll go to depth chart. Let's go to our linebackers because we don't have an extra. And let's see who our fastest middle linebacker is. We have Dean at 86, Bradley at 87. Bro, we have Smith at 92. Holy crap. This is pretty damn good for a linebacker. So he's going to be our user. Wherever he's at in the lineup, right here, boom, 92 speed. He's probably faster than my free safety. Probably is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and turn auto flip off. If you're gonna run the man variant, you can turn this to speed. If you're in the red zone, turn it to height. Okay, that's my recommendations. Never forget this. The height and the speed is crucial if you'll be running man defense. But right here, we're gonna run the speed. As far as our packages, we could go to slot cornerback if you want, doesn't matter. Whatever you decide to do. And the name of the play is the SSLB Blitz. Now remember that every blitz that you run out of big nickel over G has to be flipped regardless of the situation, which kind of makes the SS Blitz 3, which is the cover 3 variant, a little harder to run because you can get cooked on those seams if you're not careful. All right, so a seam route will cook you in this cover 3 variant, but in the SSLB Blitz, a little bit harder to cook you. Now, you could come out in base, right? Or you could just move the guy yourself. Let me show you what I mean. We'll go ahead and come out in base first just to show you guys. Make sure the play's flip. Let's come into I guess we can go bunch strong nasty. Let's just do verticals. Where's verticals at? Does it have verticals in here? This one doesn't have. We'll go bunch wide flex. Okay, verticals. Okay. All right, so right here, we're in base. You'll see how it looks all scrambled, all the defensive alignments and stuff like that. If you're going to be running, a lot of zone blitz mixed with this, then yeah, I'd say leave this on base just to throw your opponents off. But you got to understand, you see the guy that's manned up over here, right? He's too far off. If that's a flat route, he just cooks him. So what I would recommend is just manually taking Smith and putting him on here and making this guy your user. All right. Another thing is, if you're going to be running man defense, be careful with the press. So if I press, all right, I got to shade over the top, right stick up for over the top. And then I want to QB contain, RB or R1 twice for QB contain. I'll go over those a little bit slower. But remember that this is the baseline variant. And you'll notice that this guy, we still got the same guy wrapping around, okay? So let me show you what's happening with this blitz. Especially if they're blocking the running back. Yeah, the running back is blocked. So he was still going to come around regardless if that running back was blocked. So here's the blocked running back in verticals. But you'll notice the guy that we want to come screaming in actually still makes it around. And then we have the contain set on this side. So we would have Reddick on this side ready to stop the quarterback. Again, we're just going to go ahead and man up A, get him closer. We don't have to press this time. We just make sure that this guy's in a good situation. We'll go ahead and use this guy, and then we'll QB contain. We can stand in the middle right here. Shade outside, pass commit. See what the running back does here. Comes around, steals. You'll see right there. My user would be there, but I'm watching the blitz as it's happening to make sure that this blitz still works as good as the other one. So again, this guy is the guy that runs your blitzes and everyone. So if you're running the SS Blitz 2 or if you're running the SS Blitz 3, it's the same guy that comes around. Okay, it's the same one. And this is the man variant So you can use him there. Now, alternatively, and you know, I don't know, we probably have to run against an unblocked running back, but I would say you could still run the 4-man with this play right here. And what I mean by that is, let's just say they send their right here. We'll run Z spot. Okay. We're in base still, so don't forget we are in base. But that's fine, because if we're running SS Blitz 2 and 3, we can school our opponent. I didn't set nothing up there. They just snapped the ball. But you see the flat route. I think that was my assignment. But the flat route would get open. So my recommendation to you, if you're in base, to make sure that you're manning up this guy on this side, okay? And then since we're not pressed, if we don't want to press, we have to bring this guy down manually. QB contain. Stand in the middle. And we have to watch. Well, running back doesn't go on a table route, then we don't have to follow him. But for the most part, we're right here. And just look at that, man. Just look at that. That's that right there. But what I want to try is I want to try the 4-man. So we're going to go ahead and man up Smith. We're going to bring him down. QB contain, right? And we can go ahead and just take Reddick, put him on a vertical hook. Or anything we want. We can put him on the flats too. So we can put him on a flat. We can pass him if we know it's a pass. See what we get away with here. Boom. He still comes in. So that is the 4-man. Okay, it's just bad user. But that's the 4-man wrapping around in the SS Blitz with a vertical hook out there or curl flat. You'll just see that it's one of those that you don't have a lot of time no matter what. You're gonna have to block running backs and stuff like that, man. So let's do this slowly, okay? If you're running base, right? We want to go ahead and click on this guy, select A or X, right stick up for man coverage, and then selecting A. We want to make sure that he's over here. We want to make sure that Roby's over here outside the tight end. You don't want him to bump, because he'll bump and then get pushed into the inside and he's blocked. You want to get him maybe outside, right? Maybe outside right here. And then you're going to go ahead and switch to the guy that you're going to use her, and you're going to QB contain, RB or R1 twice, okay? RB or R1 twice, so QB contain, right? And you're going to go ahead and a pass commit, RB R1 right stick up for pass commit. And like I said, middle of the field is going to be pretty much what you do. And if you want to run the 4-man variant, you just take Reddick, right? You can put him on a cloud or vertical hook, since the quarterback likes to look for that route. And we can do the proper shading if we want. So here to here, watching middle of the field, nowhere to go because we made those adjustments, and that's the 4-man coming around. Just beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful defense all in itself, because you have 3 blitzes that do exactly the same thing, bro. They do exactly the same thing every single time. And it's just not that formation. I know you're like, well, it's probably just working against that formation. No, that's not how it works. The blitz comes in against pretty much almost everything in the game, but I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. So let's go ahead and run verticals option. And this is where you'll get cooked a lot, because look at in the base format, you'll have this guy way over here. So you're gonna have to figure out a way. You're gonna have to make these adjustments in base. Okay, it's a little bit more difficult, a little bit harder than running just default, but it's there and it's an option. So again, oh baby, that would have been a pick right there. I want to see what the blitz did though. That's the most important factor, because against different formations, it could be a little different. Nah, he was still coming. Yeah, so it works. And the AI is gonna automatically throw just to avoid the blitz. And he just threw this. Now, had we had better corner to put his hands up, that's a play on the ball, man. That's a pick almost all the time. So just to give you guys an idea, now what we can do is we can just set this to default. We don't have to run baseline. If you want to make it your primary, you know what I mean? If you wanted to make it your primary blitz or play, you can run it flipped on default. Let's go ahead and come back to I don't want to run a block running. I mean, we could. We'll just do best spot again. And here, all you're going to do here is you're going to just bring him out like this. Boom. You'll notice that you're still, even on default, you're screwed on this part. You're going to have to man up the running back to the same side. You're going to have to make these kinds of adjustments, man, to make this blitz work at its best. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid. Don't be scared. It's there for you. Let's see if this guy was still going to wrap. He was still going to wrap around even on default. But yeah, it's just one of those plays, bro. Well, it actually got picked up right there. But that's rare. That's a rare instance that he gets picked up. I don't know why he got picked up. The guy just shed it off the line. Let's just go ahead and bring him out a little bit further. Here, want to go ahead and man up. Why? Who's on the running back? It's me on the running back. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on a blitz right here. Tight end is kind of cooked here. And I said, man, it's going to be dependent. If you can force them outside, come back inside. He runs to the same read, but in a mesh concept, you're kind of cooked because it depends on where he wants to go with a mesh concept. This is why you're gonna have to blend it in with zone. So yeah, this guy in this play right here is shedding, coming to this guy, but it's leaving this guy open. So if you could get a little bit more time, one of these guys is coming in regardless. It's just a glitchy mess. Now, what I want to do is see what the man alignment does in this play, just to give you guys an idea of what we're looking at here. We'll run the same play. You'll notice that even in the man alignment, it's still messed up. It's even worse in man alignment. This is why the big nickel over G, you better be pretty good at adjustments before you decide to run this defense, man, because you're going to have to make a lot of pre-adjustments. Your best bet is actually going base. Maybe base, just to blend it in. And maybe not making the SSLB blitz your main, okay? I messed that up. Let's go ahead and flip the play. Right here. We're going to go ahead and bring him outside. You'll see all the misalignments. Go ahead and man at Y. This is what I would do in a game. Like this. Then I'll pass commit like this. So in a mesh style concept, coming this way with him. And that's how I'm running the play. You'll see that Reddick on that contain slows him down. You can't really roll out. So on an instant replay, you'll see that right here in this play itself, in the mesh play itself, it has better blocking. So if you're struggling against the big nickel and you're on offense, maybe running to the mesh will be your best bet to slow this down. Although you can't be rolling out, man. And what's crazy is because he rolled out, this guy will switch assignments, which will leave the defensive end free for the quarterback. So pick your poison, man, on what you're trying to stop. Use ID the mics and double teams as much as you can. This is the play right here, which is pretty damn good. You can even take your blitzers, put them on cloud flats. You don't have to send the blitz. You can just leave a 4-man right here. Usually the guy that's on the running back. You know what I mean? And you'll have this style of coverage as well. Boom. Oh, baby. Went right by it. But anyway, you see that right there. Just be careful with this play, right? Make sure you lab it up. It's because I didn't flip the play. That's another reason. And flipping the play is actually what hurts you a lot in this defense as well, because we're coming out flipped. So you have to do your whole alignments yourself. But you can run, like I said, you can run a flats. And when I run cloud flats, I typically let the running back go. Okay, I'll let him go. And I watch the middle of the field. So boom, middle of the field. Well, that guy stops in a mesh spot. But anyway, there it is. Hope you guys enjoy it. Use this defense. Practice it with the SS Blitz 2, 3, and then the man variant, which is this one. Big nickel over G, Colts defensive playbook. Love you guys, man. Peace.